How you doing, and welcome to Neither a Music. I'm Ed, and this is Just Play It. Today we're going to do something different, and we're going to be looking at some basics for the ukulele. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you know when your next lesson pops up. In this lesson, we're going to be taking a look at three chords, the chords C, F, and G. And then we're going to have a basic idea of how to practice them so that you can slowly get better each time. Here's how I want you to learn these chords. First, we're going to talk about our C chord. Our C chord is three open strings, so our fourth string, third string, and second string will all be open, and you're going to use your third finger in your third fret on your first string. Our F chord is going to have our second finger on our second fret of our fourth string. Our third string is going to be open. My first finger is going to be in my first fret of my second string, and my first string is going to be open. And our G chord is going to have my pointer finger and my second finger in the second fret. So my pointer finger is going to be on my third string in my second fret, and my second finger is going to be on my first string on my second fret. Third finger is going to go on your third fret of your number 2 string. And then we're going to go back to a C chord. Now, for those of you who might be struggling with trying to keep the ukulele in its place, I'm playing it at a slightly higher angle than you would normally play the instrument. So if you need to bring it down so that you can strum it in a more comfortable spot, that is perfectly fine. You don't want to have the ukulele feel like it's falling out of your hands for every single time you change a chord. If that's happening, then you're probably trying a little too hard, or you don't have the ukulele in a good balanced spot. So let's take a look at our first exercise. In this first exercise, the only thing you have to do is make sure you strum your chord on beat number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count you in, and then I'm going to strum and try to keep the count so that you know where beat number 1 is. So let's take a look at this first exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, I'm always trying to keep beat 1 moving. Let's try this again, but I'll name the chords as we do the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll try that again. I'll give you a count in, but I'm not going to count along with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. For that first exercise, your only concern is strumming on number 1. If your chord doesn't ring through the whole entire time that you're playing, please don't let that be something that bothers you. Just make sure that as you're playing, you're always hitting that beat 1. As you get progressively better, you will find the next coming exercises to be a little bit more easy as long as you're always on beat 1. For the next exercise, we're going to play on beat 1 and beat 3. So as we count 1, 2, 3, 4, our strum is still going to be all down strums. So on beat 1 is a down, and on beat 3 is going to be a down. So let's check this out. The chords are not changing and neither is the timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try it and I'll name the chords as we go through. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, C, 4. F, 2, F, 4. G, 2, G, 4. C, 2, C, 4. Last, let's try it where you just have to follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. With this next exercise, you're going to strum on every beat. So you're going to try to keep this going through the whole entire thing. And what's starting to happen is we're getting less and less time to be able to change from one chord to another. If you find that to be really difficult, then you should stick with the spot that you're at. So if you can only strum 2 times in a count of 4, then that's what you should stay with for a little while before you jump to 4 times in a count of 4. So let's check out this next exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next, we're going to try, and I'll name each chord as we go through it. I'm only going to name it on beat 1 because I don't need to say the same chord over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. F, G, C. So last, we're going to have probably the most difficult one of them all. So what's going to happen is we're going to do an up strum. So in between each one of our downs, we're going to have an up. Generally, when you do this, you say the word and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now your up strum could be anything you want. It could be the back of your thumb. It could be your index finger going up and down. It could be your pick, whatever you find most comfortable. So let's take a look at this last part of this exercise with the same chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now I will name the chords as we go by, but it's the same strumming. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. And last, I'll just give you a count in and you can follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you take it slow and practice each exercise a couple of times, basically using the count of 4 as your baseline, you could slowly get faster and faster. If you try to rush into learning things, you're going to get frustrated. A piece of advice I give a lot of my students is never try to catch up to a song. Bring it to you. So if you find that this is a little too fast, slow your count to 4 down. It will really help in the future as you get used to playing along with songs. I hope lessons like this will help you become a better player. If you stay tuned, slowly but surely I'm going to put a couple of videos up for the basics of the ukulele, and maybe we'll try tackling a few songs where we can strum along and have a melody playing in the background. If you enjoyed this lesson, remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when your next lesson is coming up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Compliments are nice, but questions let me know that you're working on these things. If you're really interested in ukulele lessons, please put a comment below, and maybe I can start a Patreon course that is directed towards learning your basics for ukulele as well as a bunch of songs and things like that. Good luck and good practice.